Uh, yo, hello. We are back with some more Amairo chocolate, and this time we're doing Chieri's route. Right? And I had some time to think about Mikuri's route, and, well, my opinion really hasn't changed. Right, I'm still disappointed over the fact that we didn't get to see Mikuri's parents' reactions to Yuzuki, but it is what it is, I guess. And my reasoning as to why I like Mikuri's route over Nagiko's, or more specifically, why I'm less bothered over the fact that we don't get Mikuri parent stuff compared to Nagiko dad stuff, is it's the same, right? And I mean, I guess to expand on that, in more defense for Mikuri's route is that we didn't actually get to see her parents at all. Right? So the possibility of them being actually present in her route was less likely compared to Nagiko's dad. Right? Like, he had a name, he had a, well, he didn't have a face, but he had a character. I don't know that's what you'd call it, but he had a voice, right? Compared to Mikuri's parents, who, sure, you get to learn a bit about them, but you don't get to know them, right? You don't know anything about them, who they are, right? What their names are, how old they are, right? Sure, you can infer that they're beast folk, right? But yeah, you don't even get a name or anything. But yeah, either way, I am curious to know if Chieri's route will go down the same path with her parents, or I guess her dad specifically. But either way, that's enough rambling on. Let's get into it.
家族が仕事でいないので、私は特に予定はないですね。
In that case, why don't you stay here in Sataria? I'm sure you'll have more fun hanging out with everyone. Have more fun hanging out with everyone.
そうですね。そうさせてもらえると助かります。
I'm glad that I'll be able to spend Christmas with Chieri. I thought she was going to say, I'm gonna spend it with my family. Her answer took me by surprise, but I'll keep that to myself.
細かい予定はこれから相談して決めていこうね。それじゃあ、今日もお疲れ様でした。甘色ショコラータ。
Okay, hers was a bit more quiet, but you know, this time I was prepared, right? This time I had the right sound volume, I guess. I change out of my academy uniform and into my normal clothes and look at myself in the mirror. Do I look weird? When I think about who I'll be meeting, I keep checking myself in the mirror, even though nothing is particularly off. I don't normally care about my clothes, so this is a little unusual for me.
機嫌良さそうだね。何かいいことあった？
I do. I'm meeting Chieri at Sweetstail in a bit, so maybe that's it. You want to come, Mikuri?
行きたいのは山々だけど、ちえりちゃんからどうしてみくりさんがいるんですかって怒られる気がする。
I can't deny that would happen. I imagine Chieri saying that with a sour look on her face. If I brought Mikuri with me, that would the first thing she'd say. That would be the first thing she'd say. No question about it.
それにこれからバイトだから、二人で楽しんできて。
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'll try to bring something back for you.
わー 私モンブランがいいな。
I was gonna say bring a chestnut cake, but well, that's what she's asking for, so I check the clock on my smartphone. It's about time to go. Okay, then. The voices of the gods.
ちょっと危ないかもって神様が言ってる。何が起こるかわからないけど気をつけて。
I see. Thank you. I'll be sure to protect Chieri.
ゆずきくんかっこいい。それじゃいってらっしゃい。
いらっしゃいま。おお、ゆずきじゃねえか。一人で来るとは珍しいな。
I'm not by myself. I'm supposed to meet Chieri here.
へえ、あのちえりが男と二人っきりで出かけるなんてな。
I do hope, right, that Chieri will get the opportunity to bake some cakes for herself. Right? She brought up how I mean, I guess how annoyed she was that she can't work at Sweet's Tail or something like that. But yeah, you know, it's been a while. You say going out, but all we did was promise to have some cake here at Sweet's Tail because she did so well on her exams.
いや、変わんねえよ。
For some reason, Nana fixates on me with an exasperated gaze.
ま、なんでもいいや。だけど、ちえりと結構仲良くなったみたいだから言っておく。いいか？猫の獣人にはこういう格言があるんだ。ロシアンブルーはめんどくさいってな。
I'm sure Chieri would love to hear that saying. Russian blues are nothing but trouble. I heard that Chieri was a Russian blue beast folk. So, would that mean that Chieri is troublesome? She's a Dereitsun, so sure, I guess. I'm not sure how to take that, how to take what Nana just said to me, so I cocked my head to the side, confused.
すみません、遅くなりました。
It's okay. You haven't kept me waiting. Did you come straight from the academy? Actually, what is the implication there? Because, like, are you saying that... okay, what I'm getting at, what I'm getting from what Nana said is that all beast folk species, right? The, you know, the fucking dogs, cats, and whatever the fuck, right? Every beast folk in the same subspecies, yeah, I guess I can call it that. I don't remember the correct terminology, but subspecies as in, like, the fact that, you know, between the species, you know, American shorthair and Russian blue are different, yeah, subspecies of cats. So what Nana is implying, or what I infer from what she's saying, is that every subspecies of a beast folk has a similar personality, right? Is that what she's implying with that? Are all Russian blues soon? I guess, you know, similar but not exactly like Chieri, right? And are all Pomeranians fucking hyper? Maybe. Are all American short hairs tomboys? I hope. I mean, it's okay. You haven't kept me waiting. Did you come straight from the academy?
はい。白川さんをお待たせするわけにはいきませんから。
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. As usual, Shieri doesn't want to impose on anyone.
ふー。
Don't look at me like that, or don't look at her like that. Don't look at us like that. Never mind.
じろじろ見ないでください。ここではお客さんですよ。
いやー、こんな昼下がりからお暑いなーと思って。
白川さん、別のお店行きましょうか。
あー、待て。さすがに客逃がしたら一華に怒られる。
Nana really is shipping Shieri with the Yuzuki a lot faster than she did with Mikuri. Unfortunately, Chieri's hand reaches straight for the door, but Nana moves to stop her in a panic. But it's already December. You said it's getting hot, but it's going to get cold, right? Huh? No reaction from either of them.
なあ、私よりこいつの方があれじゃね？
今回ばかりはナナ先輩に全面的に同意します。
What do you mean worse? Listen, Yuzuki, if I tried to explain it, you wouldn't understand. You're a bit too dense to get anything that I could say. Chieri and Nana both stare accusingly at me as we order our cakes and drinks and head to our seats.
白川さんはテストどうでしたか？私たちの勉強を見てもらって、もしご自分の方が悪くなったら申し訳ないですし。
Like I said, I've already covered that material at my previous school. I did all right in every subject. And besides, if he was good enough to teach all of the subjects to you and Mikuri, he's good enough to memorize the material. He has a good enough understanding of the material to pass.
ならよかったです。
Chieri rests her hand on her heart, as if she's truly relieved. She really is a good person, and have such a big heart to worry about me. Oh yeah, since you worked so hard studying for exams, would you like some kind of reward?
別にいいです。ご褒美のために頑張ったわけじゃないですから。それに勉強を見てもらったのに、その上ご褒美までいただくなんて申し訳ないです。
Now don't be that way. Don't be whatever. I already got a reward for helping you study. And I also gave one to Mikuri, so it wouldn't be fair if I didn't give one to you too, right? Unlucky. You're getting the reward second. Upon hearing Mikuri's name, Chieri's blue eyes go wide and her ears perk straight up. I wonder if she's thought about something she would like. She would like if you didn't talk about other women in front of her. You can have anything you want, if it's something that I can provide. Well, I can only afford so much on a part-time income, but still.
じゃあ、
Well, it's definitely affordable. Mikuri wanted me to pet her, but if I recall correctly, you didn't want that, right? She was being tsundere about it. Oh, she was being Derrickson about it. Never mind. Chieri, what's wrong? I want to confirm what I had heard before, but when I asked, Chieri squeaks wordlessly at me.
どうしてあんなこと言っちゃったんだろう。嘘じゃないけど、わざわざ言わなくても。
To be more precise, you didn't want to be pet in front of Mikuri. Or anyone else, for that matter. Are you alright?
いえ、すみません。ちょっと決めかねるので考えておいてもいいですか？
I understand. And when you figure it out, don't hesitate to tell me, okay?
はい。
Cherry's blue-gray eyes droop listlessly. Ears, I meant fucking... God damn it. There's a reason I was confused about the color description of the eyes. It wasn't the fucking eyes he was talking about. I wonder if she's really agonizing over what what to ask for. I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have?
いえ、白川さんのせいではないので気にしないでください。ところで、今日はどうしてスイートテールに？
Because it's a nice shop, and because because we already have a background for it, and because we haven't gone there together yet. That's all. This was a good opportunity. Now that we're done with exams. Chieri's droopy ears perk back up. It would have been nice to come with McCurry too, but oh my god, he's fucking talking about McCurry again. Chieri's demeanor turns a little sour when she hears McCurry's name. You wouldn't want McCurry to be here?
いえ、そういうわけではないんですけど、できれば、二人きり。
You and...
いえ、なんでもありません。
So this is the problem. Chieri? How do I explain this? She's not very good at hiding her feelings towards Yuzuki, I guess. I mean, I don't think she's gone as far. I don't think you could go. I don't think you could I don't think you would go as far as to say that she's in love with him, but she definitely likes him. And, you know, the more she spends time with him, the more she'll grow to like him even more, right? But the problem is, Yuzuki is such a dense motherfucker that he doesn't even pick up on the obvious feelings that she is clearly developing for him. And then every time he brings up McCurry, it's just...
みくりさんがいても構いませんが、その時は最初からそう言ってください。
Okay, I'll be sure to do that. I was also going to mention Ichika and Nana, but the two of them work at Sweet's Tale, so that might be kind of tough. Oh, yeah. Chieri, you originally wanted to work at Sweet's Tale, right?
はい。でも、セタリアの仕事が不本意というわけではないですよ。
Well, I'm glad they're bringing that up. I should elaborate too. It's worse that he's bringing up McCurry, right? I doubt she would have the same reaction to if Yuzuki said Ichika or Nana, right? But McCurry is sort of kind of acting like Chieri's rival, love rival in a sense. I don't know how to explain it. Why did you want to take up a part-time job anyways, Chieri?
それは。
Based on the surprise sound she just made, along with the way she's averting her eyes, it looks like Chieri wasn't expecting a question like that. You can pick up on the subtleties when it has nothing to do, when it has. How do I say this? You can pick up on subtleties in everything that has nothing to do with love. That's not the right way to say it. Whatever. I'm sorry. I was just kind of curious. You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
言えないわけじゃないんですけど。
After a bit of hesitation, her eyes looking this way and that.
自分で稼いだお金が欲しいからです。うちはお小遣い制じゃないので。 あまり褒められた理由じゃないと思いますけど。
Looking embarrassed and even almost apologetic, Chieri talks about why she started working. Based on my own mental image of her, it's definitely not what I expected. But... So you're the same as me then? You're the same as me then?
白川さんは獣人のことを知ったからセタリアでアルバイトすることになったんじゃ。
I mean, yeah, that's one of the reasons he was kind of forced to work there unless he wanted to get eaten by Nana. And I mean, I would, never mind. I would, but you have to wait until the second game for that. There's that too, but I was also thinking about working part-time somewhere. My dad helps out with my living expenses, but I don't get an allowance either. So I'm working to earn some money. Well, that's a pretty normal reason for anyone to work.
ありがとうございます。
It's nothing to thank me for. Listen, I don't think you have to feel bad. I don't think you have to feel bad about working because you want money. Right?
でも
Chieri still doesn't sound convinced as she offers me her thanks in a bewildered tone. But that's kind of Chieri all over too. Wait, what? That's kind of Chieri all over too. Okay, if you ask me, it's pretty admirable that you want to earn your own money instead of relying on your parents.
偉くなんかないです。白川さんは褒めすぎなんですってば。それに白川さんも同じ理由じゃないですか。
Well, my folks kicked me out, after all. I'm doing this because I have to. If I were Chieri's father, well, hopefully you wouldn't want to be. I think I'd want to give her a generous allowance. Generous. But someone always comes to escort her home after she finishes her shift. So I know that they care about her. Anyway, whatever the reason, it's great that you're working so hard. I still remember seeing you do your best to hand out flyers by yourself.
見てたんですか?
Well, yeah, that was one of the first things that he saw when he came to this town, so a little bit. I didn't see her from the start, but I spoke to her because I thought she was trying her best. I don't think it's anything to be embarrassed about. You were working hard at your job.
恥ずかしいものは恥ずかしいんです。あんなところを見られていたと思うと。
Is it really that surprising that he saw her, that he saw you? Chieri might be frustrated at herself for what happened back then. But she was doing her best. She should be more confident in herself.
でもあれはお店のためというより自分のためです。セタリアをもっと繁盛させたいって私が勝手に思っているだけなんです。
I don't think it's unusual to want the place you work to do well. The place you work at to do well. I tilt my head to the side when Chieri claims that it's for her own benefit. She said that she started working to earn money for herself, so maybe she means that she was hoping to get a raise out of it. Oh, when did you start working at Sotaria, Chieri?
私は今年の春ぐらいからです。ちなみにいちか先輩とナナ先輩は去年からですね。
Well, that complies with the... I was gonna say that complies with Japanese labor laws, but I don't know Japanese labor laws. Then you've been working there for quite some time.
いえ、それでもできないことばかりです。いちか先輩みたいになれたらいいんですけど。
As she stirs her coffee to distract herself, Chieri's cat ears droop dejectedly. I'm sure that you will be someday.
そうでしょうか。
Yes, you were able to do the math problems after you practiced them, right? This is the same kind of thing.
そうですね。諦めないでやってみます。
Chieri's expression brightens up a little. She's a hard worker, but I prefer if she didn't overextend herself. I'm sorry, I keep asking questions. Let's enjoy our cakes.
いえ、私の方こそ喋りすぎでした。すみません。
My order is a colorful tart covered in various fruit. Chieri ordered the chocolate cake again, although it's a different kind from before. You must really like chocolate. You ordered the chocolate cake last time too.
いいえ、前は白川さんがショートケーキがいいと言うから取り替えただけですから。
Oh, that's right. I keep quiet about the fact that I only did that because it looked like Chieri wanted my chocolate cake.
では、いただきましょう。
Okay. Let me think. Chieri's? I'm dissecting her character, her personality, I guess. She very clearly is someone who is secretly a lot more expressive than this, right? But the reason why she's like this, this is all speculation, to be fair, right? I'm a lot more tuned in to Mikuri's kind of personality than Chieri's, because Chieri's I haven't seen as much in fiction, right? And I guess I have with like kuderes and such, but that's the thing. Chieri isn't a kudere, right? So Chieri doesn't act less expressive than she usually would because of her cold personality. She does it because she is trying to come off more professionally. I don't know if that's the right way to put it, but it kind of ties into my thought to the idea that Chieri comes from a very affluent family, right? You know, with the whole escort thing and the fact that her parents, or I guess dad is Willy Wonka, owns a chocolate business, right? She's definitely going to be, I think, very well off. Alright, she's gonna live in a big house or whatever the fuck. Alright. And with these small little snippets of Chieri that you get, you know, you can pick up a few things on well, you know, the escort thing Yuzuki says is because her family cares about her, right? And well, I don't think it would delve into the possibility of right, here's the thing. I don't think this is the type of visual novel that would be like, oh, Chieri only gets an escort because her family is worried that she might get fucking kidnapped by someone and held for ransom or whatever. Maybe, but I'm not sure. But also the fact that her dad doesn't give her an allowance, sort of, I don't know, I guess it implies that he wants her to develop a sort of independence, right? And Chieri cuts a small piece of the triangular cake with an experienced hand and smiles as she brings it up to her mouth. Did I say the... Oh wait, no, that... She said the last thing.
たまにアビターなのもいいですね。濃厚でカカオの風味がしっかりしています。
You know, we get small snippets of Chieri's real personality. I can imagine what the cake tastes like based off of Chieri's impressions. But I'm much more interested in the rare side of her adorable smile.
どうかしましたか?
No, I was just thinking that your cake looks really good. You really do like chocolate, don't you?
だから違いますってば。スイートテールはどのケーキを選んでも美味しいですから。
How Chieri feels like to me is sort of like... I don't know. Maybe this is specific to a small amount of people. But it's like... Whenever you see... Whenever you see people order coffee and they order it black, right? They order it straight, just plain coffee, no milk, no sugar, right? Just straight black. And they clearly don't like it, but the only reason they drink black coffee is to come across as something they're not. Alright, let's just say that they're something they're not. It's kind of hard for me to describe the kind of person that is portrayed. It's hard for me to. What's the word? Right, you come off more. Masculine, I guess that's the best way to put it, right? People who clearly don't like drinking black coffee do it to, I guess, impress, right? To come off more masculine. And well, Chieri's sort of in the similar boat. Right, the entire reason why she ordered a sponge cake instead of a chocolate cake is reasons. You know, I don't know the specifics. It's okay for you to say that you like what you like.
別に普通です。
Cute. The way that Chieri puffs out her cheeks as she pouts. And her stubborn pride over the strangest little things is really cute to me. Right, like she obviously likes chocolate cake, but for some reason she didn't get chocolate cake the first time we went to Sweet's Towel with her. Right? And there are probably a dozen of other things that she likes that she wouldn't admit to Yuzuki or Mikuri that she likes. Okay, then, let me try mine. Chieri's eaten hers so elegantly that I take more care than I normally would as I cut into my own tart. Wow, this tart is delicious. This tart is delicious. It's not too sweet, and I just want to keep eating more.
そちらは新作でしたよね。
It looks like. Would you like to try some, Chieri?
いいんですか? でも、白川さんが頼んだものなのに。
Hey, don't sweat the small things. Now then. I should get another fork. Excuse me. Unlucky. What's the matter? You sound so sad.
なんでもありません。なんでも、期待とかしてないですから。
The tart is really good, though. I think you can look forward to tasting it.
そうですか。別に、あんとかしてほしかったわけじゃないもん。私何言って。
It's sort of weird to me that she is... I mean, I guess I don't really know how much time Chieri has really spent with Yuzuki, right? Outside of the moments we see during the visual novel, in the visual novel, right? So it's kind of bizarre of me to see how much Chieri already likes Yuzuki before, you know, the big confession scene moment, right? Because with Mikuri, I mean, like, sure, we got to see, we saw that she obviously liked Yuzuki, but the only reason she wasn't in love with him was because she didn't really understand what that was, right? But with Chieri, well, she's a lot more, I'm not going to say attuned with her emotions, but at least she knows what love is, or at least more so than Mikuri.
何ブツブツ言ってんの？誰だその猫成分あふれすぎる先輩は。はい、フォーク持ってきてやったぞ。
Thanks.
じゃあま、ごゆっくり。
Nana smirks as she heads back to her station. Man, Nana should have teased Chieri more.
ナナ先輩ってば。
Chieri? She's tripping over her words. Well, when I trip over my words, I don't put fucking nya at whenever an N pops up. Or NA, I guess. But it would embarrass her to say anything, so I pretend not to notice. I cut off a piece of untouched tart with the new fork and offer it to Chieri. Here you are.
ありがとうございます。では早速。甘酸っぱくて美味しい。
But you know what would have made it taste even better? An indirect kiss. And never mind. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, unlucky. There are so many kinds of fruit that I didn't notice. But now that she mentions it, I can definitely see some kiwi in there. I'm sorry, you don't like kiwi, do you?
いいえ、私が不注意でした。
Yeah, but like, I mean, I get you not liking the fuzziness on the outside of the kiwi, but like, surely you could like the inside of it? For now, well, okay, you know what? Maybe not, right? If she's bothered by the texture of the outside of the kiwi, then she'd be bothered by the seeds on the inside, right? That means she doesn't like dragon fruit either, unfortunately. For now, let me take care of what's left on it. Left of that. I take the piece that I offered to Chieri and gulp it down in one bite. Well, there's your indirect kiss, I guess. See, we were sorely missing out on indirect kisses in Mikuri's route because she wouldn't have been bothered by it. But now that we have a heroine who is very not in tune with her emotions, but knows what love is, we're gonna get more indirect kiss moments. Hopefully not too many, but yeah. Oh, I realize that I've done it yet again, and I freeze up speechless. I don't know if she blames me or not, but Chieri's looking straight at me. But when her eyes meet mine, she averts her gaze quickly.
すまんチェリー、柚月のタルトキウイが。遅かったが。
Nana came over as soon as she realized, but her face twists up once she figures out the situation from Chieri's expression. I'm so sorry about all of this.
いえ、私が悪いんですから、忘れてください。
I'm trying to think, right? Because, okay, Kiwi has such a distinct, like, texture and flavor combination, right? Like, because here's the thing, kiwi fruit is they're part of the citrus family, I guess. They're more on the mild side, right? But you can still get a slight sourness from kiwi fruit due to citric acid, right? So, you know, there's that aspect. And, well, they are very clearly... They are very different from other citrus-like fruit, right? Like, oranges are very distinct, lemons, limes are very distinct, especially because of the sourness. Grapefruit is very distinct because of the bitterness, right? So it's like a lot of that sort of fruit, you're going to get a very wide variety of I don't know what you'd call it, right? But it's not flavors. Even though they do have distinct flavors, right? But it's the attribute that is associated with it. I don't know how to say it. Well, to be more specific, kiwis aren't specifically in the same, like, group as, you know, they're not really classified as, like, a citrus fruit thing. They're not, you know, they're categorically distinct compared to oranges, lemons, limes, etc., right? While still having the same, while still being just as high in vitamin C, right? But yeah, the main point I'm trying to get at is, you know, even if you don't eat kiwi fruit that much, right? Surely you could tell there was something there, right? If not apparent by the very obvious green with seeds in it sort of appearance that you would see in the tart, right? But, you know, you definitely get it from the texture and taste. We both fall silent, wordlessly eating our cakes. I mean, sure, I guess, here's the thing. Yuzuki may not have looked into the tart, right? He just ate it. And for Chieri, you know, she is very aware of the taste and texture of a kiwi fruit. You know, it's not solely to do with her beast folk nature. It's not because she's a beast folk that she is able to distinguish between a kiwi fruit and every other fruit, and it's because of her disliking of kiwi fruit. Sort of makes it stand out more if it's in something. We both fall silent wordlessly eating our cakes.
Chieri, 大丈夫か？
はい、なんともありません。
本当に？
何度も聞かなくても大丈夫です。早く戻らないと怒られますよ。
I mean, it's not like she's allergic to kiwi fruit, right? She just doesn't like it. Nana stares at Chieri, who insists that she's okay. And to be honest, I'm not sure why Nana is so worried.
まあ、チエリがそう言うならいっか。 いざとなったらゆずきになんとかしてもらえ。
I don't know. Nana just feels protective. I feel like Nana is just protective of Chieri. Not just because not just because Nana is her senpai, but also because they're both cats. Cat beast folk. Huh? If anything happened, of course I'd help her.
何言ってるんですか？
Chieri's face turns as red as a flame. Seriously, why is she that red?
じゃあな。とりあえず気つけろよ。
Nana waves lazily at us as she sees us off. I give her a wave back as we leave Sweet's tail behind. What should we do now? I don't really have any plans. I act like nothing happened as I talk to Chieri in an attempt to reset the mood.
できればまた勉強を教えていただきたいです。予習しておきたいところがあるので。
Got it. That's an easy request. Now that we've got that decided, we head back to the dorm. We put one foot in front of the other with no words spoken between us. No other. I meant to say no other words. I just forgot to say words. Chieri, your face is still red.
なんでもないです。寒くなったからじゃないですか？
Okay, I was gonna say please don't say that it's because she has a cold, Yuzuki, but Chieri's the one bringing it up. Chieri's bringing it up, so I forgive it. So I forgive her. Chieri, you're a real hard worker, but don't push yourself too far, okay? If you feel a cold coming on, take a break.
白川さんは私のお兄さんですか？
Well, it'd be nice if I had a little sister like you, Chieri, but you know, in the siscon way. Never mind. If she were my little sister, I'd be able to see her every day. But don't you already? Chieri lives at home and goes to a different academy. What? Oh. What? There's multiple academies? So we can only see each other when our shifts line up. It makes me feel a little lonely.
私は嫌です。白川さんがお兄さんだったら。
I didn't realize this town was big enough for multiple academies.
何言ってるんですか？
She was also thinking about Brokon. Chieri seems to be really quiet, really upset. But it's true. A brother like me might not be very reliable. Did I make you hate me?
いいえ、そういうわけではないんですけど、兄弟だとなれないから。私、また何考えてるの？
Couldn't become what?
気にしないでください。何かの間違いです。気の迷いです。
Your face is pretty red. Maybe you should go home. You might have a fever. Pardon me. Let me check your forehead. I go to put my right hand on Chieri's forehead, but it's holding. But it's holding the Mont Blanc I brought from Makuri, so I'm not able to. Makuri said something about danger, right? I look up as I think about the voices of the gods and. How could you do that to Makuri, man? Why was it so loud, too? I move instinctively when I realize what's happened. The mud block has been thrown aside, and I've pressed Chieri against the wall in order to cover her. I mean, the sound wasn't the Mont Blanc, right? That is a very clear ceramic breaking sound. So it means another fucking pot plant almost fell on her head again. Chieri looks confused, not knowing what had just happened.
何 してるんですか?
So, like, you know, Chieri, maybe it's a good idea to stay away from any potential pot plants that are above your head, because this has happened 2 times already. And I'm not saying there's any ties that it's linked to being around Yuzuki, but, you know, obviously this has never happened before, because if it had, you wouldn't be alive. A flower pot. A flower pot fell out from the room up there. We turn around and see the shattered remains of a flower pot and dark soil scattered about. The flower that was grown in it lies on the street. I hope that they'll be able to replant it.
じゃあ、白川さんは私をかばって。
Sorry for surprising you like that. Are you alright? Nothing hurt?
はい、大丈夫ですけど、白川さんはご無事ですか?
I am curious to know if that was a self-fulfilling prophecy kind of thing, right? I mean, not as much of a self-fulfilling prophecy as Yuzuki directly being the reason why the flower pot fell on her, but like it's a bit much of it's a very big coincidence, right? That Yuzuki just so happened to think about what the gods told Mikuri at the same time the flower pot was about to fall on Chieri. Yeah, I'm okay. Thank goodness Mikuri warned me about this. Chieri's alright, so that's a relief. Gods bless Mikuri. But this is also thanks to the gods. So, gods bless gods?
私のこと、体を張って助けてくれたんだ。
I mean, he didn't get hit by the flower pot, so I don't think you can say that he used his body, but sure. If that's how you interpret it, then who am I to correct you? Yeah.
でも、近い。それに、さっき食べたから。
At some point, Chieri's face has gotten even redder, and her breathing has become ragged. She looks feverish, and she's staring at me from up close. Your face is even redder than before. Are you okay?
平気ですから。
Okay. Is she referring to the chocolate cake that she had? Right? Because, like, okay. Where was it? And because I ate that earlier, right? What does she mean by that? There are two possibilities. There are 2 possible things that she could be referring to. And the first one is the cake, is the chocolate cake, and the second one is the kiwi. And I don't think it's the kiwi, right? Because her dislike of kiwis is not necessarily tied to how she is masking her real personality, right? And I mean, I guess I can't really call it masking her real personality, right? Because she's doing a lot more than just that. She's masking her real tastes in things, right? But the first thought that I had when she said this was that, okay, is the reason why she doesn't like eating chocolate cake because it stains your teeth? Right? Okay, not chocolate cake specifically, but the chocolate. Right? And, you know, it'd be unbecoming of a lady to have dirty looking teeth. Or something like that. Especially because they're so close, right? You can see her teeth clearer, and her body fidgets every so often, like she can't stay calm. No matter how I look at it, Chieri doesn't seem okay to me. I really think you have a fever. Sorry about this. This time, I raised my hand to touch her forehead and... Well, there she goes. It's dangerous to just go running off. And Chieri takes off at top speed, maintaining that pace until she's left the area. And she's gone. Good work today, and I'm sorry. I was about to say the real concern is, did Mikuri get her Mont Blanc? And I guess not. After Mikuri finishes her shift and comes back to the dorm, I apologize for ruining the Mont Blanc and explain what happened.
そういうことなら仕方ないね。でも、神様の声が役に立ってよかったよ。
Thank you so very much. They did help.
ただいまあ、ゆずきいるな。
Well, where else would he be? Nana has come back from her shift at Sweet's Tail.
あの後、チエリはどうだった？
Well, you see, I tell Nana what happened after we left Sweet's Tail. I think, I think Chieri has a cold. Her face was red the whole time we were walking back home. I think she has a cold or something. And her face got even redder after I saved her from that flower pot, you know?
そっかそっか。そうなったか。
I think there was something in the soil that gave her that made her cold worse.
もしかすると、もっと過激なことになってんじゃないかと思ったが。まあ、チエリだったらそんなもんか。
What, you thought they were gonna kiss on the first date? Hot and heavy? Why? The only thing heavy was the flower pot that almost hit her head.
それは私の口からは言えねえな。
I have absolutely no idea what she's talking about. I am concerned. I am very concerned about what's going to happen in Amairo Chocolate 2. I mean, maybe not, because here's the thing. I wasn't really concerned about Yu's, from Kaganuke. I wasn't really concerned about Yu's, denseness in, like... Yeah, no, I was debating whether or not to say Hijiri's route, but yeah, wasn't really concerned. Oh, Kicker, I guess. Concerned about his denseness in Kicker's route or Hibiki's route, right? Because those two were very much assertive in their feelings for Yu. I mean, Kicker less so, but that's only because of the spoilers. That's because of spoiler reasons. But Nana and Ichika are closer to Hibiki and Kicker, right? So who knows? Maybe in Amairo Chocolate 2, Yuzuki wouldn't have the ability to be as dense as he is here. Right? That's my cope. I have absolutely no idea what she's talking about. Why is Nana smoking like that? What were you worried about, Nana?
いろいろだよ。いろいろ。でもよく考えたらそんな心配する必要なかったなーって。相手、ゆずきだもんな。チエリ的には大変だったかもしれねえが、まあ、お前が気にするこったねえよ。
Nana cackles to herself after she says that.
ついでにもっぺん言っとくぞ。ロシアンブルーはめんどくさいってな。
Is it because they're not honest with their feelings? Right? Is this not a is this not a I don't know how I blanked on the name. Is this not a Chieri specific concern? Right? Are all Russian blues do all Russian blues default to hiding their truth? personality, I guess. Nana says that to me again, and I still don't get it. So I just cock my head to the side. I tried contacting Chiari by phone later, but she didn't respond.